Hello, my little truth seekers. It's me, your friend, Knitted Anus. I just saw a video from Johnny CIA saying, guys, the CIA definitely had nothing to do with JFK. Come on, please leave them alone. They're good people. Then he gave a bunch of BS reasons about why they had nothing to do with it, blah, blah, blah. But it's way simpler than that, guys. Look, so in the Zapruder film, right? It's just physics. When JFK gets hit, what does he do? He goes, boom, back and to the left. Boom, like that, back into the left, because if he got hit that way, that means the bullet's coming from that way, right? The grassy knoll way. If he got hit from behind, you know, when he's going forward, he's gonna do this, boom, you know? He's gonna slump forward. He's gonna run into the back of the seat. But instead, he goes back into the left. It's a famous line from a movie. You ever seen it? Boom, back into the left. You guys are corn dogs if you entertain the magic B word theory. Look at that. That trajectory, impossible. It went in and out Kennedy's neck, then it hit the back of McConnell's seat, then it went through McConnell's chest, then it went through McConnell's wrist, out his wrist, and then into his leg, and then it was magically found in a stretcher. Yeah, the magic B word was found in a stretcher. It's the most pristine B word I've ever seen in my entire life. That went through like 10 different objects and came out completely unscathed. My ass. It's just so goofy. If you guys have nothing to hide, then release all the files. Why won't you release all the files? Is it because it could have ramifications to today? Is it because if we found out, then we'd know that oil men and the military men did a coup to our country 60 years ago? Is that why? Is it because maybe we'll find out where H.W. Bush was? He knows he was in Dallas that day. He just can't remember exactly where he was. It's weird because I remember where I was on September 11th and I was like 12. I will never forget that. Do you guys remember where you were? Is it because then we know that they literally killed American sons for capital and profit and oil and power? Is that why? I don't even need to go into the fact that JFK was trying to pull away, you know, CIA power and to stop the military-industrial complex because he saw where it was going. And then, oh, a couple days after he dies, whoa, now we're sending a bunch of people to Vietnam. That's weird because JFK was going to announce that he's pulling people from Vietnam. But what? I don't know. We're just dumb, I think. We're crazy. You guys remember how Alan Dulles pissed JFK off and then he finally fired him? Well, guess what? Alan Dulles was still just running the CIA from his fucking house. It's just really weird to me that the guy that JFK hated, Alan Dulles, and he also fired him, kept working against JFK's wishes, and then also was the lead person on the fucking Warren Commission. JFK hated him. Why would Alan Dulles, who got fired by JFK, be on the Warren Commission? I'm just asking questions, you know? Like, forget everything you've heard about this story and all of the weird nonsense and everything that's going on behind the scenes. Just look at it and watch what happens, you know? It's physics, guys. It's very simple. Ask one friend, ask 100 friends of yours who hunt, if they've ever seen a bullet that looks like this after it's done, after they dug it out of a body. So anyway, hey, Johnny, if the CIA has nothing to hide, release the documents. What are you guys waiting for? Just release them. Come on. There's nothing to be scared of. You guys have nothing to worry about. Come on. Release the documents, chicken. This was an ambush. There was more than the 3 shots or whatever. Many people said that. But this looks like the location of like a classic CIA ambush. You can get people over here in the train yards, under the bridge, on top of the bridge, maybe in a car or something. You've got your Patsy's little spot up there, little picturesque, you know, penthouse. And then you've got all these nice little trees and stuff to block, and then a nice open space. So yeah, I don't know. Johnny's probably right, though. Oh, yeah, there was probably a bullet hole through the front window, too, but we'll never really know because the Secret Service replaced that window after they got to the hospital with JFK dying, and then they washed the limousine out. They washed the limousine out and sent it back to D.C. and replaced the windshield. Why would they do that? It's so weird. Anyway, if you're an unhinged conspiracy theorist and your brain is just full of worms like me, you should stay a while. Follow. Beep. Love you. Bye.
Let's go to Alan Dulles in his own words, speaking in 1965, defending the actions of the CIA.
The idea that it is necessarily nefarious, it's always engaged in overthrowing governments, that's false. That's for the birds. Now, there are times when the United States government feels that the developments in another government, such as in the Vietnam situation, is of a nature to imperil the safety and the security and the peace of the world, and asked the Central Intelligence Agency to be its agent in that particular situation. At no time has the CIA engaged in any political activity or any intelligence activity that was not approved at the highest level.
That's Alan Dulles.